แล้วแบบ
and ขอ
กินก่อน
So,
yeah we have to do two things
week 2, all of the studio groups were gathered in one room and we will assign different tasks for doing our project. And fortunately, or not fortunately, our group was assigned for tasks for the aging. And once we get that topic, we will see different topics about aging, like the aging roads, aging monumentary, and the aging cars. Because we want to do something different. Because we know a lot of people will do the aging people. So finally, our team chose the aging roads. And after we select this project, we find different data sets, websites, especially in the macros and open data sets.
So for our in this unit, our first assignment is to come up our project proposal. But actually, we have no idea what is project proposal. We just follow the specification in the Moodle, and we work very hard, and we spend the whole day in the unit, and everyone just give their ideas, and we combine them together and just create a proposal. And we have no idea whether this is correct or not, but we at least we try our best, and we hope we can get a good mark for this first assignment.
So in the beginning the work was a bit of a mess because we were like working all together without any specific role. But as soon as the project went further, we started dividing each of us a specific role. It's like me and Bart were working on the front end while Jeffrey and Shelly were doing the back end. And this has improved a lot, like our work experience inside the team. Also, another good point was that we were working most of the time in the MPA, in the syndicator room, so we had like for ourselves a smaller room, so we could like talk and understand what was going on. Other than work, we did also like some other cool thing. We did some field trip. We went to Vic Road, we went to interview a bunch of motorcyclists on the road. It was pretty funny. We also did a lot of dinner together. Korean restaurant in Richmond was like by far the best one.
Out for this restless warrior just to be with you. And can you feel the love tonight? It is where
Let's talk about Expo.
it was making us quite nervous. As the studio mentor mentioned, there will be big companies and we can have a career opportunity out of it. So we have decorated a table, printed pamphlets and provided ample of food. And as expected, our first guests were Vic Roads. We showed them our final product and they were really happy and satisfied about from our product and functionality. Apart from that, we got MYOB and industry and studio mentors who came and really appreciated our idea. And to be honest, some just came to have some food in from our table. So that was it, and from the expo, and we got positive feedback from different people, even including students, and some gave us really good suggestion to improve it because our product really based on data, so we have to create the reliability, and some recommended us to make a real product out of it. So that's it.
First of this project, I think it will be very difficult to deploy this project because before we just do the assignments for different units and it's just mark. But for this unit, it's a real project. We need to deploy a real project in the real life. All of us didn't have any experience before. So we have no idea what we should do at first, and to be honest, in the first action we really did not do a very good job. And but with time goes by, it gets better and better. Especially in the last 2 iterations, we deployed a really good project, and our student mentors say is very satisfied with our project as well as the Vic Roads, and they say that we did a very good progress than before. And for the good things, I think it's that our group members are very kind to each other. We are very considerate, and if someone has some trouble or gets sick, three of us will help him to do his job on his part. And for the bad things is that when it's in the exhibition, and we thought we will win, but actually we did not. And especially when the judge says for the winner of the aging, she said 40, and we thought she would say 48, but actually she just said 47. We really feel really sad about that things. So that's the best thing.
Good. That's really good.
Okay. So overall, the unit was really difficult, and it was really different from everything else because we had to work for like 11 weeks with the same people with like the same assignment. And also like the assignment was deploying a real product in the real world, so it was a bit different from what we did back in the days. Being a group assignment, you have to work with your teammate all the time, but it was like usually when it comes to other assignment, you just do your part and you are done. But like with this assignment, since the amount of work was huge, like when each of us was done with his part, it was like helping another person. So like this assignment helped us develop new skill. For example, for me, I learned how to code because I was working in the front end part, so I learned how to use like JavaScript, despite the portion of work I did is really like small compared to part. The unit was very good. It was really satisfying. We start. Like in the beginning, the project was not really good, but like seeing what we achieved now after 11 weeks was really rewarding. Also, like we got invited by Vic Roads to their office, and it was really a really huge satisfaction. The most difficult part was between iteration 1 and 2. Iteration 1 was pretty bad, and then for iteration 2, that's why we had to do like iteration 1 once again, and iteration 2, everything in 2 weeks. So like we spent a lot of time in the library, in the MBA, and yeah, it was really tough. Well, that's it.
Hi, I'm Shelly, and I think this is like the first time I work with 3 other students to come up with a real project in the uni. and I think this experience is very good because because your team members are from different countries, so maybe sometimes we will have different ideas, and we can combine all together to like make our project become better. And for our project first, I think our idea is very good. It's out of the box, and however, because for me and Pap, we are not that expert in the IT industry. So in the first iteration, we got some problems, and we study as a unit every day. And I still remember one day we study from 10 to midnight, and that time I think is very terrible because I haven't do that before in my previous semesters. But finally we figure out how to develop our project, and everything goes well. So I'm very glad to work with my team members, and they are very kind, and all our team will not assign us one team member to do one task. We'll do it together, and I think that's good.
Let's talk about the journey. We are a group of amateurs. We didn't had any experience before. It was a new team with different background. So we got the topic aging, and in spite of doing human aging, we stuck with the aging roles, which I really liked. However, in iteration 1, it was a blunder for us. We didn't allocate it time properly. However, we completed it, but it not as good as we expected. But in iteration 2, we got back on track, and we improved a lot in terms of design and functionality. Livia and Wang really helped us a lot in that iteration, and with the help of Livia, we got to meet the Vic Roads. And in iteration 3, we improved furthermore according to feedback from industry mentor. So that was from the iteration, and the learning is it was really good to work with the real product. It was really nice to have a real industry feedback on what we have thought to solve a business problem, and I really made some good friends from different culture. Thanks.